Hey men, Todd with Empowered Men Coaching. Hope you're having a great day. Want to talk to you men who are in your 20s, early 30s, and maybe you've thought, I've got people around, but I still feel off. If that's the case, then I've got something to share with you. I think this is a case where you've got friends, you've got group chats, you've got social media, work, probably dating. But underneath all that, there's this quiet feeling of, I just don't really feel connected to anyone. Or even to myself. Have you ever felt that? Well, if you have, you're not the only one, and there's a reason for it. So, from the outside, your life looks normal. You're working, you're figuring out your career, you've got some kind of social life going. I mean, you're doing all the things you're supposed to be doing at this stage in life. You're doing it right. But internally, something just feels flat. Like you're going through the motions and nothing's really sticking. And maybe that creates some confusion because technically nothing's wrong, right? Well, here's the truth that most guys your age never hear. Disconnection isn't about being alone. It's about not feeling known. You can be around all kinds of people all the time, but if nobody knows what's going on in your head, what you're dealing with, what you're questioning, you're going to feel disconnected. And that's pretty much across the board. So a lot of this starts with how you learn to show up. You've got a version of yourself that you put out there. You're confident, you're chill, you're put together, you're not bothered, right? And that version works. It does. It gets you through the conversations. It helps you fit in. It keeps things running smooth. But it's not fully real. It's not fully you. It's not your authentic self. And when you're always showing that version of yourself, you're slowly losing connection to what's actually going on underneath. So, look at most conversations you're having. I bet they stay on the surface. Jokes, memes, sports, work stuff, but nothing with much depth. Am I right? There's not much honesty. Not much, hey, this is what I'm actually dealing with going on. Am I correct? So here's the deal. You can't feel connected to people if they don't actually know you. A lot of guys your age fall into this mindset early. I'll just figure it out myself. And that happens. And you can carry that mindset for the rest of your life. And you're going to experience what that creates. And I get it. You don't want to look weak. You don't want to be the guy who complains. You don't want, to feel like you're behind. Or God forbid someone think you're behind. So when something's off, you just keep it to yourself. It's safe. And at first, that feels strong. I'm just sucking it up. I'm taking it in. I'm dealing with it. But over time, that turns into isolation. And you've also now trained yourself to go through everything alone. Man, long term, that just doesn't work. So this is where it starts to catch up with you. You feel off. You don't really want to talk about it. You feel pressure, but you don't fully understand where it's coming from. So you start questioning things. You start questioning your direction, your career, your relationships. And sometimes you think, dang, why do I feel like this when my life is fine? My life is good. So that's not you being dramatic. That's just you being disconnected from yourself. So here's the shift. This is what needs to change. It's not more people. It's not more distractions. The change starts with being real again, being yourself first, being authentic, what you're actually feeling right now, where you're unsure, what you've been avoiding. And then this is the move most guys don't make. You say one real thing to someone you trust. That's the move. Being vulnerable, putting it out there. It's not everything and it's not everyone that you say those things to. But it's someone and it's something that's honest about where you are, where you're at, what's going on. Because real connection doesn't come from looking good. It comes from being real. It comes from your authentic self. So this is my message. This is the thing. If you've been feeling disconnected, you're not broken. You've just gotten really good at showing a version of yourself that doesn't really reflect who you are. Doesn't reflect your internal self. But you can change that. And it starts small. It starts by just stop hiding. Stop hiding in plain sight. Just be real. Share something honest. Share something authentic. Just a little bit. And then that's where the connection begins. So, if you're struggling with that, you aren't clear on what that looks like for you, DM me. Give me a call. Let's have a chat about that. I help guys with this all the time. It's a beautiful day here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm Todd with Empowered Men Coaching. Ciao.